All right, joining us to talk about 150 years of India's national song Vande Mataram is Professor Sachidanand Joshi. Professor Joshi is Member Secretary of the Indira Gandhi National Centre for the Arts. It's an Indian government-funded arts organization. Professor Joshi, welcome to DD India News Hour. Now, before I ask you about 150 glorious years of Vande Mataram, may I ask you about something that I'm sure many watching this broadcast would want to know too. All countries have a national anthem, but few have a national song. Now, India is one of those few countries that have a national song, which puts India in a unique category of countries with a national anthem and a song. How is that so?
So, what happened is that Vande Mataram, as we all know, was written by Bankim Chandra Chatterjee in 1875. And it was his anger which was expressed against the British compulsion when they asked him to write something about God save the Queen. So he said, why should I write God save the Queen? I should write something which praises my own motherland, Matrubhumi, my own mother India. So he wrote this Vande Mataram, and it has been expressed it has been written in his memoirs. He says that it is not written by me, as if it came to me from somewhere. It is a divine will which came through his words, his letters. So we can say that this is the divine creation which flew through his writings. So that was the story of Vande Mataram. And then when it was sung publicly in 1896 by Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore, even then it was very popular. People started singing the song, and it became the song of the people. Millions of Indians started singing about that. So that is the story of Vande Mataram. What happened that it picked up, and as you rightly said in your report, that even freedom fighters, may it be Krantikaris, revolutionaries, may it be the people who were supporters of non-violence, everyone was saying Vande Mataram. That became the feeling of heart, as Mahatma Gandhi has said, that Vande Mataram expresses the feeling of millions of Indians. That is the feeling of heart of millions of Indians. So that was the expression of Mahatma Gandhi. So when the question of national anthem came in 1950 with the Constituent Committee, there was discussion about two songs, Vande Mataram and Jana Gana Man. So at that time, it was decided that Jana Gana Man would be regarded as the national anthem. But since Vande Mataram belongs to the feelings of millions of Indians, it will remain as the national song. So this is a unique feature. I think one of the rarest feature, that both the songs will get the equal importance, is equal respect, equal protocol. That was the story, and that was the case of Vande Mataram.
Indeed, fascinating indeed. Now, Professor Joshi, Bankim Chandra Chatterjee wrote 6 stanzas, but the national song only contains the first 2 stanzas. We are told that in 1937, the Congress, then led by Jawaharlal Nehru, thought that references to 3 Hindu goddesses, including Durga, were not well received by some members of the Muslim community. It's prompted Prime Minister Modi now to say that the removal of certain verses from Vande Mataram in 1937 led to India's eventual partition. He says that the same divisive mindset continues to pose a significant challenge to India even today. Could you put it into its proper perspective, context for our viewers?
Yeah, because you see, even prior to 1937, there was no objection from any section of the community. Everyone felt, may it be Hindu, may it be Muslim, may it be a person of any other community, any other caste. There was no barrier of any caste, any creed, any community which was not singing this song. But in 1937, as you have rightly said, that it was Muslim League which objected, and they thought that the entire Vande Mataram expresses the feeling of a Hindu Rashtra or a Sanatan Rashtra, which was not there. Actually, if it is saying the prayer of Durga or Saraswati, it's not related to any particular religion. It relates to Indian ethos, Indian culture. And we are a land of culture. We are a land of emotional ethos. So we must understand that there was no particular resistance from the Muslim community by and large, but it was the resistance of the Muslim League which prompted Pandit Nehru and the Congress in 1937 to drop two stanzas. Not only that, in 1938, on the objections raised by Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the entire song was dropped, and they said that we would not sing Vande Mataram. People know that for substantial years, from 1937 to 1947, Vande Mataram was not even played on All India Radio. So that was the case, and unnecessarily divide was being created between Hindus and Muslims on the name of this anthem. You would be surprised to know, since we are talking on DD, I think you must be having that in your archival record, that on the night of 14th and 15th of August at 12:00 hours, Vande Mataram was played by Ustad Sabir Khan on Sarangi. That is on record. Even we know that A.R. Rahman has also given a very popular tune to Vande Mataram. So that divide was unnecessarily being put by the Muslim League, which was supported by the Congress people, and then Congress took it forward and objected. Even in 1950, only two stanzas were accepted as the national song, and even today on record, two stanzas are there. If you might have heard the Honorable Prime Minister's speech today, he said that this is the speciality of Indian culture and Indian ethos, that when there is a crisis on humanity, there is a social crisis, the Indian mother, Bharat Mata, Indian motherland, takes the roop of Kamala and Vimla, which embraces with peace. But when there is a crisis of terror, it takes the roop of Durga. So it's not a religious connotation. It's a connotation of Indian ethos and culture. People must understand. Even today we see a lot of people, Hindus and Muslims, they all sing Vande Mataram with equal rigor, with equal emotion, with
Absolutely.
equal.
And very quickly, Professor Joshi, before we let you go, PM Modi also spoke about the fact that a nation is not just a geopolitical entity, but a mother. Yes. Tell us a bit more about it.
Yeah, that's what our Honorable Prime Minister tried to explain, and we all know that Bharat, India, is not a geographical entity. It cannot be explained through a diagram brought out on a map.
Right.
It is an emotional entity. It is an emotional ethos which brings everyone together. When we talk about the universe, when we talk about the earth, we talk about everything. That is world brotherhood, that is what we talk. And Honorable Prime Minister today very rightly tried to point out the basic ethos of Indianness, basic ethos of Bharatiyata. What is Bharatiyata? To embrace everyone, to bring together everyone. That is why we say, Sarve bhavantu sukhina, sarve santu niramaya. How a land which thinks about everyone like this can be divisive, can divide people. That we must understand.
Indeed, fascinating indeed, Professor Joshi. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing your insights with our viewers at home and around the world. Thank you so much for your time. Much
appreciated.
Thank you,
Ramesh. Thank you.
Welcome.